Hi everybody, welcome back to part 2 of our dating tips and tricks for mixed weight couples. And this is one of our favorite topics because it's one of our favorite things to do, and that is attend live events, sporting events, concerts, theater, that kind of thing. And sadly, I did let my weight stop me for a little while, for a couple years, until he introduced me to accessible seating. And accessible seating has been a game changer, but it was a little tricky to navigate at first. And something that has been super helpful is the filters that are on various ticket platforms. You can select accessible seating, and it'll show you a map, and then you can select what seat would work best for you, because I don't know about you, but I want it in seats, which is, again, super accessible. It's easier. I don't have to walk past anybody and worry about the size of the aisles. Most accessible seating, not all, will be a metal foldable chair, which is sturdy and pretty comfortable, but that's not always the case. We did go to a theater event here recently where the chair did have sides, and it was anchored down where the metal chair isn't. If this is something that concerns you, if this will not work for you, it's very simple. Call the venue. Most venues have sometimes they're a little bit limited customer service hours, but relatively easy to find. Ask them. They can walk you through exactly the type of accessible seating that they offer.
Another thing to think about is getting to the show. What we do, two best options that we figured out: Ubering, Lyft, whatever, rideshare, to the door. You walk right in, get one on the way out, or I will drive up to the front door. She gets out. I go park the car, and after the show, get the car, pick her up, and we go.
Yeah, and of course that might not be something that all couples will need. Maybe your partner can't do that, so that's where like the Ubering comes in. And the great thing is once you get to the venue with the accessible seats, also comes an accessible entrance. This will eliminate the need for stairs. There's always an elevator, even if you don't see one, because here we were at a concert recently that I did get a little panicky because I did not see an elevator. He went to customer service, he asked, and again, not that the smaller person in a relationship has to ask these questions, but if you're new to this and new to having these conversations, sometimes it is easier for the non-plus size person to help with this. But he asked customer service, they took us right to it. It was perfect. The other thing that we learned is that, like, he likes the smaller independent artists that play in smaller venues, and there's a lot of like standing room only, which is not going to work for me. I'm not doing it. And usually, or I'll say a lot of these places, either have seating somewhere, and again, you can call the venue and ask them if they have any seating available. You can get there early and you can access it. Or some of them have like a VIP, or you pay a little bit extra to not be standing. And we have done that as well. And that's been really helpful as well. And because, again, at the end of the day, we're not doing anything that we're not comfortable doing. We are only putting our money towards events that we can enjoy while being comfortable, because we can't enjoy it if we're not. And having these conversations can be a little bit difficult at times, but not only are we advocating for ourselves, but we're advocating for others. And before you know it, like, I'm in a stage in my life now, it's second nature. Both of us move pretty seamlessly through this, and we're having better experiences and building confidence through these experiences. So it's something well worth doing. And with accessible seating, it does take a little bit of extra pre-planning to get ahead of these seats, the availability. But again, well worth it. And let us know what your tips and tricks are navigating your favorite shows. And we're definitely open to feedback, and let's keep this conversation going.